so far, I think it's going to be bad. I think the game is going to be bad. The hopeful people are probably going to be like, I think a lot of them are going to be like, oh, this is crap. And then there's going to be some that are like, oh, the Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty is the best Call of Duty ever.
And we will be getting a preview of Dirt and Fang within the Vanguard premiere live stream that's happening tomorrow as well.
I don't think it's going to be that good.
Shown. But an interview was videos.
But why is there no round base?
Because I'm not going to be going over everything in this video. Just two key things. The first being round based.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, at launch we are not getting a round based map. Instead, Dirt and Fang is some sort of hybrid between round based and
absolutely. That is just disrespectful.
It's basically like
that is disgusting. That is disgusting. Why would you? The entire game. Listen up. All the way from World at War, it's been round-based zombies. Come on, get with the program here, Troyak.
Started with round-based.
We don't want Outbreak.
A different approach.
I mean, we Outbreak was okay as its own mode, but we don't want Outbreak to be the only mode. Okay.
Launching with an Outbreak type objective style play, which I'm personally a huge fan of. I love Outbreak, but what would you say to the round-based players who might be hesitant to give this a try because they weren't a fan of Outbreak?
That's me.
Gavin Locke, the associate director of design, replied, I think we stripped down the round-based experience. The ever-increasing challenge and choosing how you want to play and unlocking the map, we wanted to incorporate those elements. And then we used the objectives to be the gate. To expand the hub, you complete an objective.
If you want to go if you want to go to Shinonuma first, you can go to Shinonuma. If you want to go to a multiplayer map, you can go to a multiplayer map. What is that freaking Hotel Royale or whatever the hell? Could probably have its own battle royale on top of that fucking roof.
Objective as opposed to surviving zombies, earning essence points, and then opening a door. So we put a spin on some of the mechanics they've always really liked. And then the world and zombies definitely grow in intensity and difficulty as they are used
is the spin
still an end game.
Is the spin actually going to be better?
Complete these objectives, and that is how you progress.
Is the spin on the old mechanics that they liked and they're bringing over into this game, are they actually going to be any better? Are they going to be any more interesting? Make the game feel playable?
Progress the round as well as open up the map more in Red Star Stalingrad to give you access to additional perks and machinery and upgrades. Miles Leslie said if Outbreak is one extreme and round based is one, very directed versus very open, we've taken the ingredients of both and mashed them together. So you can get into the action faster, but there's still a player agency like Outbreak gives.
See, I don't like that. I don't mind it if it was its own thing, but I like the round base, you know? Round 1, it's kind of slow. You got like 5 zombies or whatever, 6 zombies, whatever's going on there. Next round, you got a little bit more zombies, and then maybe like round 7, they start like getting a little bit faster. They're coming after you. Brains. Right? And that's the way I like my game. I like it going up and progressing that way. You get the survival thing. You maybe you do some training and traps around the map, or maybe you go into a corner somewhere and you hold out there. But I mean that's what I've always liked. And then the way that the maps were like really cool and different from each other, I like that a lot.
I have seen some of the leaked gameplay online and it does look pretty fun. I just wonder how replayable it's going to be. I think with the Covenant,
how replayable is it going to be?
It's going to be pretty replayable just because there's so many different ways to play. But it definitely will get a bit repetitive.
Okay, I'm going to argue with that right. Just because there's more ways to play and more like available options and power-ups and stuff doesn't mean that it's going to be like and That's the thing, is it's not only just more ways to play, it's taking the shit that you could already, like brain rot. You could go to Pack-a-Punch and get brain rot, right? It's taking shit like that and then linking it to another upgrade power-up thing. Rather than just the way we know how to do it, the way that we usually do it. I don't think it's going to make it any better, making it that you have to go to this stand every once in a while to get these power-ups when it just seems useless. You already have a Pack-a-Punch, you already have your perk machines, this, that, the other thing. Screw off with it. You don't need it. I don't really think it's needed.
Same objectives over and over again, especially because at launch, there's only going to be 3 different objectives, which will definitely get repetitive. The interviewer then asked, now as far as the post-launch content, is this going to be like Outbreak, where you are expanding regions maps for this? Because obviously we have the 3 different portal maps, which are Normandy as well as Paris, both in France, and we have Shinonuma in Japan. So they were essentially asking, are there going to be more portal maps coming to Dirt and Fang, or will there still be standard round-based maps coming post-launch? Miles Leslie said, I think our approach is a little different in delivering an experience holistically each season and making sure that it's engaging in different ways. Objectives, possibly new Dark Ether entities, more intel, so when you look at the swath of opportunities to engage, there's a lot. We're not going to commit to exactly how we're going to deliver it, of course, because I don't want court effects to kill me. But the key here is we're going to deliver a lot of content. So yeah, that was kind of ambiguous, so the interviewer doubled down and asked, okay, but no confirmation of round-based maps, to which he replied, well, I think the thing there is, round-based as
no confirmation of round-based maps.
Mechanics. That's probably the best I can say
That's
without
a big
giving it
edge.
away, but I think because round-based zombies comes up a lot, we are not forgetting about round-based zombies fans. They're going to be satisfied with some upcoming stuff that will be pretty cool, I think. So, from the sounds
They're
of
gonna
it,
be...
there is...
Okay, that sounds like, no, there's not going to be any traditional round-based maps, nothing like that. There's not going to be anything for the people that like the traditional classic zombies, kind of. There's not going to be anything for those people. They're just going to put in little things like, oh, there's Shinonuma, there's this map, and oh, look, throwback, nostalgia. But they're going to change this mode. They're changing the mode so much that there's not really going to be much that old school zombies fans would really like, I don't think. I don't see myself liking it. I mean, like, maybe if I were playing it and I'm like, okay, this is not COD Zombies, this is someone else's take on zombies, which is a lie. I mean, like, maybe I can enjoy it as its own game, but I don't know. Like, he was saying there's a bunch of replayability with having these different upgrades. It's not different upgrades. It's upgrades that you already had put into a new stand that you have to purchase with stupid fucking sacrificial hearts. Like, I don't think that adds replayability. That's just... I don't know, that's like having an armor stand and having the... It's not adding any replayability having an armor stand and having a table, a craftable building table. You have perks and all that, okay? One thing that they do have right with Vanguard zombies is that they're mixing the crafting table and the armor stand together. So no more separate armor stand crafting table. That's okay. That's okay, because that's actually innovative. You don't have to go all over the map for different things. But the sacrificial heart thing and putting upgrades into that, like, why? It's just, I don't understand.
There's no round-based maps, at least right now, plan to come in Vanguard Zombies. Maybe they will change their mind in the future, but it seems like the future maps slash modes
lot
that
of
will be
like,
getting added to Vanguard Zombies,
cool.
he thinks
Look
that
at
they
the
will
cool
please round-based
stuff.
fans. So whatever's coming is probably different.
Oh, this
but
game is going to satisfy. There's going to be things that are going to satisfy the traditional fans.
And people are so mad saying they're going to cancel their pre-orders and stuff like that. But the thing is, even though he basically said traditional round-based maps are not coming, he said that round-based fans will be pleased with what's to come. So
I just doubt it. I highly doubt it.
But whatever new mode they have
I doubt it.
I really hope it's good. It'll probably be a new mode that takes some of the round-based elements but flips the script a little bit. So in the DLC there will be
straight up if there's no round base, this game doesn't even deserve my money.
Dark Ether entities coming as well. Maybe we could see Sporadus, who actually made the Crystal Axe wonder weapon we used on Forsaken. But with those new Dark Ether entities, there will be more artifacts coming to
Let's just fuck the whole game! Fuck it all!
Assuming some of the field upgrades that are in Cold War Zombies that we don't have in Vanguard will be added post-launch with these new Dark Ether entities. And Miles Leslie did state that in Cold War Zombies there were a bunch of field upgrades they never got to implement, and it's about them finding the right gameplay. So post-launch there probably will be some new upgrades we've never seen before.
So where are they going to do with that? They're going to add like new Dark Aether entities?
Ones that we got to use as field upgrades in Cold War Zombies as well. So we know that the Dark Ether entities who are helping these specialist forces. I
don't think this is going to solve the.
Talking to us as we play, I
don't think it's going to solve the problem with the. You know how people don't like the operators, and they want like a crew to go into, like the Ultimus and Primus and those crews. There's a set of characters, and then that's the characters that you play as through the game, and that's what they're trying to do with these, I think. Trying to give the field upgrades personalities. I don't think it's going to replace any kind of want for, you know, Primus or Ultimus to return. I don't think it's going to replace. It's going to fix anything really. Be like some extra dialogue in the game, but no one's really going to give a shit about it. No one's going to give a shit. I mean, like some people, and maybe a good amount of people, but they're only going to be so interested for that reason. Like, I don't think it's going to add that much to the game, giving the field upgrades different personalities and stuff
and stuff like that, but they're only helping us out of the hatred for Cortifex and wanting to overthrow him, not really because they're good.
It's just bad.
In fact, the different Dark Ether entities who are helping us don't even necessarily like each other, and they even compare them to the Guardians of the Galaxy. So it'll be interesting to see as they probably squabble amongst themselves and each other as they are forced to work together to try and overthrow Cortifex. And I just thought I would mention really quickly that if you check out the link,
let's bring up a good movie and compare it to it. That'll make people excited and want to buy it. It's like, no, fuck off with Guardians of the Galaxy. Don't even bring up Guardians of the Galaxy. Leave Guardians of the Galaxy alone. This is your shit game. Don't bring Guardians of the Galaxy into it.
Post that the main quest isn't coming until sometime post-launch. Can you talk a little bit about this decision? So yeah, as you saw from my video the other day, Trek announced that there is not going to be a main quest at launch for Dirt and Fang. It's going to be coming sometime after Season 1, so either Season 1
so it's not even
or Season 2. I feel
Season
like
1 Reloaded or Season
honestly,
2.
and I think they're spacing out content to make sure that it is actually ready.
That is garbage. No Easter egg. For how long into the game?
But I do like the
for how long? There's gonna be no Easter egg, nothing. You just play.
Are actually progressing, and they don't just feel like
that's gonna bring people playing back to back.
Get added after a map's out.
This is gonna be the worst zombies.
Like it's progressing in time, if that makes any sense. It's like you.
There's gonna be so little content.
Miles Leslie replied to
so little content.
The quest is coming post-launch is because we're already delivering a lot of new things day one for new players to first come into the world.
They're trying to hype everyone up about all this crap
in across the regions. We want to digest that. We want to spread it out so people can fully digest it. One of the main things with the main quest, we wanted it to be more accessible than previous games, and we wanted to spend the right amount of time that anyone can do it. And then we are
more accessible than previous games. Cold War was the most accessible for all Easter eggs. Like, you know how easy Cold War was for Easter eggs, especially going back to like, oh my god, even just going back to Black Ops 4, Blood of the Dead. That was a stupid fucking Easter egg. Just because, like, all the different Simon Says with the different machines in the near the one Pack-a-Punch there. And what else? Like, there was Voyage of Despair. It's just like, if you guys screwed up, your Easter egg crew screwed up at all in that boss fight, you probably got insta-downed and there went your game. Like, that shit was hard. Also, that shit you had to, like, really look for all the steps, so all the steps weren't found in, like, the first day. And then, you know, it happened with Cold War every single map. The first day, Easter eggs solved. Okay, let's put up a guide. And then everyone's following the guide doing the Easter egg. And the Easter eggs were so easy on Cold War in comparison to like Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4 Easter eggs. They were nothing. It was so easy. And then you're just like, oh, I guess that's it. I guess that's all there was.
The map's actually released. That's how it sounds, which honestly I'm fine for as long as we get the traditional number of quests and maps. But it does sound like they need more time.
Making everything easier
accessible for all players
is not the answer either.
Is a different mode to what we've ever seen before. They're going to have to make sure the quest is unique to all.
They're not going to have enough content to keep people interested in the first place. Then on top of that, like, yeah, it's going to be bad.
Quest we've seen before and works with this new mode so that new players and everyone can jump in and enjoy it and the storyline. But they also don't want us to be overwhelmed. On launch, we're getting a new map that's different from previously. They want us all caught up on the storyline as well with the intel in the game, ready for when the Easter egg drops. And we know that when the quest...
so, once again, like Cold War, let me know if you didn't mind it or if you liked it, but I didn't really care for the intel thing. Like, well, I just want to go and read a bunch of intel after I'm done playing zombies, and I don't know. I don't really like that, to be honest. I liked it better when you're playing the game and the characters are like talking back and forth, like Nikolai's asking Richtofen something, and then Richtofen's replying back to Nikolai, and that's kind of telling the story throughout the game. There's like scripted audio and stuff like that. Like, they won't say certain things until something happens in the game. And I don't think that giving the field upgrades personalities is going to fix that whatsoever. Cold War, I wasn't a fan of that intel system, so I think there's a lot of people that weren't a big fan of it. Most people probably don't care much, but I know like a lot of people weren't a big fan of it too. I still don't like it. Everything I hear about this game, it's like people are really trying to make an excuse for this game or something. I don't get it. And then like even some of the YouTubers, they're so wishy-washy. They're like, oh, it looks great. It looks like it's going to be great. And then, like, the next minute, they're like, oh, this looks garbage about Vanguard. This looks garbage, and that looks bad. And then they're, like, trying to hype up the same chat the next day about Vanguard. Oh, look at this, and this was... It's like, why are you hyping up your chat about something when you know it's bad? You know it's not going to be anything what people want or expect. But you're just like, oh, that's content. content. Let's hype people up. Like,